Never in our wildest dreams did we imagine needing recovery gear in Kruger National Park. The roads here are tame compared to the rugged tracks in parks in Botswana and Namibia, so the idea of getting stuck didn't enter our heads. However, it wasn't the roads that caught us, but a mud hole at a wetland viewpoint that put us in a heart-stopping situation we never expected. Keep watching to find out how we finally extricated ourselves. But first, let's set the scene at one of Kruger's most unique camps, Tsendze Rustic Camp. Tsenzi is a true gem of Kruger National Park, nestled about 7 kilometers south of Mopane Rest Camp, just off the H16 main road. Because it's a satellite or rustic camp, all bookings, administration and guided activities are managed via mopane, so one has to check in here at reception before heading to Tsenzi. The camp offers something rare, a back-to-basics bush experience. There's no electricity, no shops, no cell phone reception, and no unnecessary frills. Our campsite was along the fence, and on arrival it was quite overgrown, and we could hardly see any game outside the camp. Fortunately, during our stay, some voluntary rangers came and cut the grass around the camp. The vegetation in the campsite supports amazing bird life, and we were delighted when the camp manager Rogers Hobiani showed us some scops owls close to the ablution block. Other owls like the pearl-spotted owlet and Vero's eagle owl are also found around the camp, but we unfortunately didn't see them on this visit. I wonder what it is about owls that makes people love them so much. They certainly attract a lot of attention in the camp. There are a number of drives from Tsendze Rustic Camp. 12 kilometers north of Mopane Camp, one finds a line in the road marking the Tropic of Capricorn. Here you can exit your vehicle to read the information boards and take photos. Close by is the turnoff to the S144 that leads to the Tropic of Capricorn Loop. We had both grey and sunny days driving this loop, but we had great sightings every time. When the road opens out onto the open plains, the area comes alive with animals. Zebras, wildebeest and elephants are seen feeding on the grass, and as one camper said to us, it's like having Serengeti in Kruger National Park. The Tiongonyene waterhole draws hundreds of birds and animals to its waters, and the scene changes all the time. Rob had great fun photographing dozens of white storks and Egyptian geese as they came into land in and around the waterhole. We did this drive every day that we stayed at Tsenzi, and on our second day we were lucky enough to spot this lion about a kilometer from the waterhole. When he got up to find his mate, he looked quite old and thin. That didn't seem to deter his mission to ensure that his legacy lived on. Not a marvelous lion sighting, but it's always good to see them. I'm not sure exactly where it was, but somewhere along the S50 I took a turn off that led to a view of the wetlands. There wasn't much to see apart from a lone buffalo, so I decided to turn around. And that's when it happened. While reversing, I put us straight into a deep mud hole. We waited a long time for the buffalo to move off before Rob could safely get out of the car and see just how bad things were. We filmed only a few seconds. It was just too risky to leave the safety of the car. With no cell phone reception and no vehicles coming our way, the minutes dragged into hours. We knew that we had to make a plan. Luckily, Rob had a big plank in the back of the bakkie. He used it as a makeshift ramp, though it broke on more than one occasion in the process. At last, after several tense attempts, the wheels caught and we finally pulled free from the mud. We were very shaken by this incident and headed straight to camp to hose down a very muddy Rob and our bakkie. By the way, we must caution our viewers never to get out of your vehicle in a park. This was an exceptional case, and we were taking the utmost precautions at all times. Later that day, we had a visitor in the tree above our bakkie, a harmless spotted bush snake foraging for something to eat. The campsites at Tsenzi are set in beautiful trees and are mostly quite private. The ablutions offer both indoor and outdoor showers. There's a communal kitchen with a number of gas stoves and a good washing up and laundry area. With no electricity, one has to be self-sufficient, but there is a rather tired gas freezer for general use. Close to our campsite, we discovered a red-billed hornbill nest. It was great fun watching this bird bringing food to its nest. The Shongololo Loop takes one past the Shipendani hide, which overlooks the Tsendze River. Shipendani is one of the hides where one can spend the night. It's administered by Mopane Camp as well. We stayed overnight here once and it was quite a unique experience. If you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Yellow-billed storks often spread their wings while fishing to cast shade over the water. This reduces glare and helps them spot fish more clearly, a clever natural trick for better hunting. This elephant wasn't keen on leaving the road, so we reversed to show some respect and avoid upsetting it. The Pioneer Hide overlooks the Pioneer Dam, and from here one can look across the dam and see Mopane Camp. It's a good spot to get out and stretch one's legs on the Shongololo Loop. It was a real treat to see this greater painted snipe. They're such beautiful birds, and we hadn't seen one for years. Another drive for great game viewing is the H14. Here we saw this cute baby hyena next to a culvert. On the opposite side of the road we had these dwarf mongooses enjoying the sun. The highlight of our drive, though, was these southern ground hornbills, making lots of noise, calling to each other. What a treat to hear them in full display like this. On our last day, we visited the Mooiplaas picnic site, which is quite close to the campsite. Here one can relax and enjoy the bird life and animals around the site. Hopefully our first visit to Tsenzi won't be our last. It certainly was a wonderful area to explore. Join us next time as we head down the park to Beluli, another rustic camp close to Olifants. Thanks for watching.